Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
To meet the growing water demand in the south of the island, NOASA, in collaboration with the Caribbean Development Bank through the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Fund, is implementing the Southern St. George's Water Supply Expansion Project. This project is designed to improve water quality, ensure a consistent supply, and protect our environment for future generations. We are upgrading our water supply system by replacing aging infrastructure, constructing new storage tanks, and installing advanced monitoring equipment. There will be dust, noise, and traffic inconveniences. We appreciate your patience during the construction phase. We believe in the power of community engagement. Your voice matters. Your input is essential. Want to learn more? Get involved. Attend our public meetings. Follow us on NOASA's social media and share your feedback. Reliable, safe drinking water means a healthier, better quality of life for all. Together, we're securing a better water future for Grenada. Join us on this journey. This project is made possible through the collaborative efforts of the Government of Grenada, the Caribbean Development Bank, and the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office of the United Kingdom, with grant funding from the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund.
If you are looking for electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech. We offer electrical engineering consultation, electrical system diagnostics, domestic, commercial, and industrial system designs and sizing, electrical installation and maintenance services of systems such as generators and ATS changeover systems, pneumatic and motorized valves, uninterrupted power supply or UPS, sewage pumping systems, portable water pressure boosting, tank filling and or emptying pumping systems, bakery equipment, programming and wiring of control systems, VFD, inverter drives, etc., security camera systems. We also offer affordable solar PV systems, including portable power stations or solar generators, complete solar PV system designs with financial impact statements, PV equipment procurement, installation and commissioning. Yes, we do it all. For all your electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech, where quality is never compromised. Contact us on telephone number 405-7309.
Welcome to the future.
Alright, we're coming back to you in a while. Of course, we gotta say hello and welcome to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. And the pleasure is mine to be back with you for another day. Of course, we have a few things to talk to you about on the program. I hope that you're doing okay. You, your family, everybody around you, that you guys are good. You had, a splendid and productive day today. We want to say hello to the first-time viewers on the program and also to the usual suspects, those of you who are always here. We are also saying hello to you. All right, so let's get straight into it. Grenada rises 7 spots in the latest FIFA rankings. Yeah, that's amazing. We are hearing sad news about the death of Baby. All right, we'll talk to you about that in a while. A new tennis court under construction in Carriacou. Yes, and the sword turning ceremony held for the $40.6 million St. David's Catholic Secondary School. I know the staff, they are really excited about this. The principal and staff, they are really excited about this. I'm equally as excited, of course. You know, that's a lot of money that's going to be circulating within the parish. And, of course, the school really needed a little boost. And in terms of its look, the facility needed a little upgrade, and so that upgrade is coming. So why not? Yeah. So all right, folks. So and a few things. The coconut industry is about to get a boost as well. Yes. So we have imported a different species, if you will, of coconut, something different, and I stand to help boost the coconut production here in Grenada. Right, so we'll tell you about that as well. So a couple things to talk to you about. Brace yourself. This is news discussed, not told. Mikey Live. We have to say thank you to our sponsors. We've got Quotes, Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, Suburb Distributors. We've got Big Insurance. We've got also Republic Bank with us. All the other sponsors, Max Tech with us as well. Ariza Credit Union, all the other sponsors. Thank you very much. Don't forget, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel, and that lucky person might just be you.
Quartz presents their 2025 appliance event. Be inspired at all Quartz stores nationwide. Save big on select appliances, plus free gifts with purchase. Buy a washer and get 20% off any dryer. Plus, get more when you shop on credit with 10% cash back and free delivery on purchases of $5,000 and over. So don't miss your chance to be inspired at the Quartz 2025 appliance event. Only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offer ends July 24. Conditions apply.
Who will reign supreme in 2025? Who will take home the titles? Come, let's experience Children's Carnival Frolic on August 2nd, National Queen Pageant on August 7th, Soca and Groovy Monarch on August 8th, Panorama on August 9th, Dimanche Gras on August 10th, Juve and Monday Night Mass on August 11th, Carnival Tuesday and Last Lap August 12th, Spice Mass. It's not just mass, it's the best mass by far. Be there, feel it, live it. Get your online tickets at GoToFed.com and all authorized outlets. Spice Mass, the best mass by far.
The reason for your happiness, peace of mind, and smile. The caring companion that supports you with your goals. Your ally in the fulfillment of your dreams. Think of us as someone you share your life with. Your friend Ami, a Ryza mobile and internet experience, keeping you in touch and in the know on your journey to financial freedom. A Ryza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
All right, so again, we have to say hello and welcome to all. Also, we'd like to say welcome to our Instagram viewers. I see that you're involved. Your inclusion in tonight's program is kind of like causing a little interruption in the flow of the program, so we'll fix that tomorrow, God's willing, all right? So for those of you who are seeing a little jitter on your screen right now, it's because we've decided to add our Instagram viewers on the program. So it added a little extra layer of pressure onto the system, but I'll have that sorted out by tomorrow, God's willing. I just noticed as we came on. Don't got time to fix that now, but of course, certainly tomorrow, God's willing. All right, so we're getting into the news, and of course, the GFA boy, they're celebrating this news right now because I think it's really amazing news. Grenada, yes, our team has surged up the FIFA Coca-Cola Men's World Ranking. Yes! Climbing 7 places to reach 167th globally. You understand? And that's according to the latest rankings released by FIFA on July 9th of 2025. Now, this marks Grenada's highest FIFA ranking since September 16 of 2021, when the country was last placed on 167th, better All right, signaling a return to our glorious days, a return to form and international competitiveness. All right, for the national team, we have to say congratulations to the national team. We have to say congratulations to everybody, to the GFA for steering the team and the management of the team in the right direction. Yeah, everybody has to be credited for this. I mean, we have a long way to go. But of course, we have to celebrate things like that. So of course, we encourage. You understand? We give them that encouragement to continue striving for better. You understand? So team, big up all the whole self. We appreciate what you are doing. We appreciate what you have done. Yeah, it don't matter that sometimes we don't win games. That's okay. That's all a part of the business. Ask us to come and do, we can't do it ourselves. You know, people like to complain and like to criticize. We can't do better. We can't. And you are the guys who are out there doing what you do. And so for that, we appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, yes, what else do we have to tell you? So this is another good one. I think we spoke about this before. The Ministry of Carrico and Peter Affairs and Local Government. They have been announcing, how they have been trying their best to boost the sporting industry there. They say that they are in the process of constructing a new double court. All right, now that is being built by Hanson Buldal, and it's expected to be to provide a fantastically safe space for tennis enthusiasts, and of course give people an opportunity to develop their skills where that is concerned. All right, so construction is slated for completion by August, with the bleachers to be built soon thereafter. Okay, so we are getting a nice court ending. Yeah. And while we're speaking of this one now excites me for the people in St. David. Yeah, boy, there was this sword turning ceremony that was held. Yes, that sword turning ceremony signaled the beginning of the construction of the new $40.6 million St. David's Catholic Secondary School. You understand? And it's going to be at a new site at Malmont in St. David. I only know the road down so and go down anything down this so. All right. That is going to be $40 million worth of school. You understand? Now, speaking of the July 7th sword turning ceremony, the principal of the St. David's Catholic Secondary School, Gary Jones, said that this $40 million plus investment is a big bet into the transformation and rejuvenation of this community. And of course, it will begin with brand new St. David's Catholic School, etc. Mr. Jones once played BTME hard. He used to teach Happy Hill Secondary School. You know, he's a big guy. I don't know if he's in the picture there, boy. Let me see if I see him in the picture. Yeah, he's in the back. Because he's so big. He's a big guy and he want to play BTME. And he beat me, but he had a car, a green. I never forget the car. A green car. And what they used to do, I shouldn't stand up on the program because you won't see me. They used to put you on a bench. Right? And you had to do that. And they take me like, what up? So remember, Mr. Jones give me and my brother and my cousin 4 each. You know, there were different tiers of strokes in Happy Hill Secondary School. You either get 4 or you get 6. 4 is for minimal infringement. 6 is for like the worst of the worst. You do something really bad. So what up? Like a boy like me, you hitting me so hard, dog. You understand? Say okay. You wanna play rough? Okay. So yeah, I did. You know, he used to be in the school late evening. You understand? Late hours, you know, they doing a thing in the staff room. So I go, and I see head there on the paper, he might correcting exercise. He might correcting, like assignment and thing. So I know he distracted for a little while. I say, now is the time. I say, okay. So you give me 4 strokes, 4 flat for you. I look around. I make sure nobody don't see me. 1 tire down. 2 tire down. 3 tire down. I say, well, no, people go here and they'll come out, but I say, for good measure, a 4 is a 4. And I go around for the last one. I go say that now, what you go do? Can't hit me. A big man, no, a jukey eye. Mr. Jones, I'm not sorry. So I can't be eating children. But me and Mr. Jones, we good now. You know, we alright. You know, we grew up and thing. Everybody grew up and thing. So we good. I'm solely alright now. Yeah, Mr. Jones, you're wrong. Yeah, so I don't hit no go off child because you end up in problems. Okay, I'm not seeing. Where did I put it? I'm not seeing what I want to see. No, there is a national awards. You remember they were talking about a year and some now they've been talking about this national awards, right? So it is coming. It is coming, and Mr. Dominic Jeremiah, who was the principal of the Trinidad Boys Secondary School, he's now the chair of the committee, right? And he was talking about, I'll have to come back to that because I'm not seeing the clips. So I'll come back to that story. All right. I probably, yeah, it's supposed to be here. I think I need somebody to check out my network and I'll find my files and them disappear. Okay, so let me just keep that one for a while because I don't see the file. But I know I put it in there, so something is wrong. But so let me move on. Today we received word of the death of a baby. You know, when we called our sources, talked to one of our police sources, say, yeah. See, I have to be very careful with my choice of words because the investigation is still ongoing. So the facts are this: what we were told by our source is that at some point in time, while at the facility, the baby became unresponsive. I do not wish to say exactly why, again, as police are doing the investigation, how and why. So at some point in time, the baby became unresponsive during the course of the day. And of course, medical intervention and stuff like that. Doctor like, wait, now what's going on here? And it was determined later that the baby died. That's a tough one. That's a very tough pill for any community to swallow, any daycare facility to swallow, any mother to swallow, any father to swallow. This is hard. I just cannot fathom how one will be able to cope with such news, not having any closure, dropping a child off at a daycare, right? Dropping a child at a daycare, doing your final thing, only to be called or told that your baby died. It's hard. It's tough. And I can only imagine the parent looking at this program right now and I'm saying, I cannot say I know how you feel, but just know that there are many Grenadians who are with you, who are hurting, just as you are. Just know that you are not alone. This pain, this agony is shared amongst all of us. As mothers, as fathers, we feel you. We know it's tough. But that burden is not for you alone to bear. And that just know that we are all praying for you. Yes, we are praying for you. We are praying for your strength, for healing for you and your family, and for those who may experience some degree of trauma as a result of this occurrence. We pray that you will be better I know that it may take some time. Realistically, it will. But we hope that during that process, you find strength to carry yourself on, and know that, God is in control. He will help you go through this. All right. I'm really sorry to hear something like that. As a father, I can't imagine. I remember the last day I was very skeptical about bringing my child to a daycare. And then I got this review about this lady. She was good and stuff like that. And so it was a hard decision to make, to put my baby into that daycare facility. And then one day, I picked up my son, and he was numb, like he was just looking at me. I'm like, what's going on? Why is he so weird? And that child threw up enough to fill a bucket. I mean, it's an exaggeration, but you'd understand. Threw up to fill a bucket. You understand? It wasn't sour. It was just a lot of white thing. What it was, I do not know. Maybe it was milk or some. I don't even know what it was. That child threw up to the extent that one of the parents who saw that called me late that night and said, "Mikey, what happened? What was that all about? What happened to that child?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how it is that a child's stomach was able to store so much food. I do not know. Never heard back from the daycare. I immediately removed my child from that environment. Never heard back. Never. With, hey, how is the child? Because I decided to remove the child, not a call to say, hey, how is the child doing? Or I'm like, nope. So I know sometimes it has to be hard for parents, and I'm not saying this to say that, the daycare, all I'm saying is it does be a real battle. It does be a real battle, but may God be with you. May God be with you. And this is the second such occurrence where a baby would have died. I think, was it last year? Was it about just over a year ago? We had a similar situation that occurred at Grandaunt's. It's tough. It's really tough. But my God, like I said, may God be with you and your family on this. I can't imagine how hard it would be for you for the next few weeks, months, and maybe even years to come. So we are moving on. So Grenada's coconut industry had a hit with Hurricane Ivan, with Hurricane Emily, and then burial, and then disease, and all kind of stuff. So the Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry, etc., through support from the World Bank Food Security Enhancement Project, has imported a shipment of 2 coconut varieties from Mexico as part of its efforts to resuscitate the local industry. All right, and of course, as I said, that was destroyed by Ivan, Emily, and then most recently, burial, and man, disease and man. You understand? Because we don't see a lot of people. The other day, I surprised people still cutting down coconut tree to get coconut to sell. You. I seen it happening. It should be that. Listen, it should be a jail for that. They been cutting down the tree. They've been cutting down the tree, so that they can be able to sell coconut. You ever see more? Hold on. Forgive me, guys. I ran to get my laptop. Yeah, they been cutting down trees. They cutting down coconut trees to be able to, like to get the coconut to sell. That should be illegal, because when you do that, you're compromising the whole thing. You understand what I'm saying? You're compromising the whole thing. So why would you do something like that? So of course, we would have to find a way of replanting those coconuts. So anyways, to cut a long story short, we are, or the ministry of Grenada, they are trying to resuscitate the coconut industry. And so they have imported these two varieties of coconuts, and they were doing the little thing, and so coconut will be planted. Look at it. All right. And thing like that. All right. They say the coconut was thoroughly inspected and everything like that. 13,800 seed nuts. All right. So it's 13,800 seed nuts. Brazilian green dwarf and Pacific tall varieties are expected to bolster the coconut production, and also related by products including local coconut water, etc. So the coconut has, and you could get a lot of byproducts from coconut itself. They say everything. I was once told that everything in the coconut is probably one of the only So with the coconut, you could use the shell, you could use the water. Yeah. So yeah, everything is good about the coconut. So guys, they doing what they have to do with it. A lot of coconut boy. You understand? So good luck. Right. So I think I found my clip. All right. Now we have to go back to that story. So it has to do with the national awards. People have been asking about that. What's going on with the national awards? What's going on with the national awards? So they are now embarking on a public campaign, they say, to raise awareness about the whole thing. So we've got Mr. Dominic Jeremiah, who is the chairman of the National Awards Advisory Committee. All right. He said that the education campaign begins now, and it will run until the 15th of October of this month. So he explains in more details about this process.
We are beginning our public education public campaign for the national awards. One might ask, well, why the need for a public campaign? Since my committee took over, we've made it a priority to ensure that the public understands and the public is aware of the role that they have to play in ensuring that the right persons are nominated for national awards. And the fact that the nomination process depends heavily on the public putting forward names of worthy individuals, we thought it was important to adequately inform the public, both in Grenada and in the diaspora, because we have been encouraging our brothers and sisters in the diaspora to participate in this process. So it is important. We're beginning our campaign early this year to ensure that we leave adequate time for the general public to have a thorough understanding of the process and also to participate fully in the process. Because we do not want to have a situation where after the awards have been conferred, persons complaining that they didn't know or they didn't have an opportunity to submit a name or to participate in the process. So the campaign is critical because it helps to give the general public the opportunity to participate in the process.
All right. So thank you very much, sir. Now he's also speaking of the categories that you can nominate your persons for.
I think first of all, it's important for the public to have an appreciation for the types of awards, the category of awards. And once they have that understanding, then there is a process that they have to go through. So let me just say something quickly about the names of the awards and the requirements. So the first award is the Companion of the Order of Grenada Award, and that award is given to a for distinguished achievements, a person who has brought international prestige to Grenada, and only one citizen of Grenada receives that award. The second one is the Order of Grenada Gold Award for Excellence. Any person who has rendered excellent, exemplary, outstanding service to Grenada, promoting unity in Grenada or outside Grenada. Again, only one citizen of Grenada receives that award within a calendar year. Then we have the Spice Island Award. Any person who has rendered truly emulative service to Grenada in any field of human endeavor or for human action. So 2 citizens of Grenada are eligible to receive this award. And then we have the Comahan Award. Again, any person who has rendered meritorious service to Grenada in the furtherance of national prestige or for gallantry may be awarded to 2 citizens of Grenada in any year. And the final, well, the Medal of Honor, an award for meritorious and productive service to Grenada in any field of human endeavor, including but not limited to agriculture, business, sports, and the protection of the environment. 3 persons may receive that award in the calendar year. And the most distinguished order of the nation, Order of Knighthood, persons who have rendered distinguished and outstanding service to Grenada. And a person may receive this award posthumously, but the name of the deceased must not appear in the current list of members of the at the time of the award. And 2 persons may receive this award in a calendar year. So the categories would guide the deliberation of any individual who is thinking about nominating someone. All the nominations must fit into one of these categories. And then once we have received a form that has to be filled out, and the form would be made available through a number of medium. We will have the form. Last time around, we had GIS put the form on the Facebook page, and we would ask them to do that again. But also, we would make the form available to anyone who wants it through the,
All right, we should
the Governor General.
all right, sorry to cut you. We should have more later on for you in our, okay. All right, so that's about the national awards. So you know you can write up a little thing and have it submitted. You could call or contact the committee for more details, and yeah, get your people nominated. You understand? And people who deserve the business, right? Don't just because somebody's your friend, you gonna nominate them and all kind of thing like that. Nah, let's be fair about the process. You understand? Let's be fair about the process. Okay. Wave, boy. Them wave and them they coming rapidly. I think I just before coming on the program, I see that they sent to me a little thing. Let me see. Where is it? Yeah. like railway banding, like they realize it's carnival. So from the Met Office, a tropical wave is in the eastern Caribbean Sea with its axis near 62 degrees west, south of 20 degrees north, just west of Grenada. It is moving west at 10 knots. There is no significant convection associated with this wave. All right. So at this, you know that. So although the wave is coming but it's nothing significant to see that we had to get frightened and things like that. You understand what I'm saying? We good. We all right. What else? We have to tell you the evening forecast, and then maybe go back a few people on the business. I'll give you the evening forecast on my phone today. All right. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy and windy with light to moderate showers and isolated thunder, improving as the night progresses. Tonight's minimum temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters, and a small craft advisory is in effect. For tomorrow, we've got a warning for moderate haze. Here's the details. The weather is expected to be generally fair, windy and hazy, becoming partly cloudy with light to moderate showers. And of course, max temperature 31 degrees Celsius and a minimum 25.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. And yes, there is a marine advisory that is in effect for tomorrow. What else that I have to tell you about? Now, we want to big up peoples. Yeah, we want to big up all the peoples on the Mikey Live platform and on the Mikey Hutchinson platform and the Mikey Live TV platform. So we've got Jacinta, Java, Valerie, Diana, and every other person. Yeah, Java and the sharing committee. I mean the whole crew and crews who's always on the business. We are saying hello and thank you for joining us. We appreciate your company as always. All right, guys. So yeah, man. Bless up, bless up, bless up, and of course we will touch base with you again tomorrow, God's willing. And those of you who are also on YouTube, quite a bit of you on YouTube. Again, we're saying hello to you. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, so we have people like, yes, Marcus, Suzanne, Gleonora, Carol, Celine, Ansha, Cher, Margaret, all the people on YouTube. What's going on? What's going on? What's up? Who's always on the program? Always. YouTube viewers, they are very loyal. So we're saying hello to you. Also to our Instagram viewers. Big up to Kev. Big up to Douglas and Starboy and Camille and Delon, Kari, Empress GND, and everybody else who's currently tuned in on Instagram. We're saying hello to you as well. Okay, so folks, we are taking a break and come back. And of course, when we come back, we've got, guess what? We've got for you when we come back the National Report. You haven't seen that in a while, but we've got National Report coming up for you. So stay right there. We shall be back. All right. So blessings again.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Promoter plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Promoter plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
And we want to remind you about this major event coming up. All right, it is called White Diamond on the Sea, Grenada. It is a Rum Runner cruise aboard the Rum Runner 2. Now, everyone is talking about this particular event, and it is happening on Saturday, August 2nd, aboard the Rum Runner 2. Now, your regular tickets are $130 with food included. Now, they're saying this is going to be a big one. You're invited to come on, wear white, and enjoy some of the best performances from Shotpree himself. And they are saying also that you can expect some giveaways every hour, and as well drink specials. White Diamond on the sea. This is one you certainly would not, and I repeat, this is one you certainly would not want to miss. If you are looking for electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech. We offer electrical engineering consultation, electrical system diagnostics, domestic, commercial, and industrial system designs and sizing, electrical installation and maintenance services of systems such as generators and ATS changeover systems, pneumatic and motorized valves, uninterrupted power supply or UPS, sewage pumping systems, portable water pressure boosting, tank filling and or emptying pumping systems, bakery equipment, programming and wiring of control systems, VFD inverter drives, etc., security camera systems. We also offer affordable solar PV systems, including portable power stations or solar generators, complete solar PV system designs with financial impact statements, PV equipment procurement, installation and commissioning. Yes, we do it all. For all your electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech, where quality is never compromised. Contact us on telephone number 405-7309.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yahtzee, or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Quartz presents their 2025 appliance event. Be inspired at all Quartz stores nationwide. Save big on select appliances, plus free gifts with purchase. Buy a washer and get 20% off any dryer. Plus, get more when you shop on credit with 10% cash back and free delivery on purchases of $5,000 and over. So don't miss your chance to be inspired at the Quartz 2025 appliance event. Only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offer ends July 24. Conditions apply.
Who will reign supreme in 2025? Who will take home the titles? Come, let's experience Children's Carnival Frolic on August 2nd, National Queen Pageant on August 7th, Soca and Groovy Monarch on August 8th, Panorama on August 9th, Dimanche Gras on August 10th, Juve and Monday Night Mass on August 11th, Carnival Tuesday and Last Lap August 12th, Spice Mass. It's not just mass, it's the best mass by far. Be there, feel it, live it. Get your online tickets at GoToFed.com and all authorized outlets. Spice Mass, the best mass by far.
The reason for your happiness, peace of mind, and smile. The caring companion that supports you with your goals. Your ally in the fulfillment of your dreams. Think of us as someone you share your life with. Your friend Ami, a Riser mobile and internet experience, keeping you in touch and in the know on your journey to financial freedom. A Riser Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
This is the GIS News for Wednesday, July 16th, 2025. I am Christian Mitchell. In the headlines, site visit to closure led by Permanent Secretary to assess ongoing project, and BRISP beneficiaries express gratitude for government support. We'll have the details of these stories and more, plus a look at the weather when we return.
Calling the CARICOM community, assembling Global Africa, the 4th edition of the Afri-Caribbean Trade Investment Forum. Active 2025 is coming to St. George, Grenada, this 28th to 29th July. Join government and business leaders, investors, and trade and finance institutions to explore the theme, Resilience and Transformation. Enhancing Africa-Caribbean economic cooperation in an era of global uncertainty. Be there as we stand together to strengthen our commercial ties, to promote shared trade and investment opportunities, and unlock prosperity for Africa, the Caribbean, and the wider diaspora. The 4th Afri-Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum. Reserve your place now at active2025.com.
Welcome back. Government continues to monitor and advance civil works mitigation at Closure St. John. A site visit was recently done to further assess the work done thus far and address other areas of concern. GIS was at the site visit and filed this report.
The government is taking a strategic technical approach to ensure effective mitigation and completion of the civil works currently ongoing in Closure St. John. The project scope has become more comprehensive with focus on land preservation and dewatering of the site. Today, a site visit was led by Permanent Secretary Alva Brown with the expert support of Civil Engineer Timothy Bob, Senior Engineer within the Ministry Kimon Andrews, Contractor Junior Foray, and other key personnel on the project. The goal of the visit was to further assess the site where work continues by Foray Construction Services. The community of Closure remains at the center of this project, ensuring safety and mobility during this time. There are plans underway to assist in the movement of people to and from the community, as well as continued dialogue with the owner of the dwelling home perched on the hillside overlooking the site. Permanent Secretary Brown maintained the continued commitment of his team as they progress to the next steps for the project.
We felt the need to move our consultations outside of the expertise at the ministry and engage with Mr. Bob, who is a very senior engineer consultant on the island, to come with us today to have a look, to provide some guidance, some of his expertise as to how we can continue to ensure that the entire roadway doesn't collapse and we're able to build back this safer for the people of Closure. We are ensuring that every day that the villagers have a safe pedestrian way to move to and from their homes, to conduct their business, to go to work, etc. In my conversations with them, I've been here 2 or 3 times already, my second time this week, and in my conversations with the villagers, I keep apologizing for the inconvenience. And the feedback I'm getting is that, well, we understand what is happening. On Sunday at 4 o'clock, we will be back here with the Minister for Infrastructure, who is also the Prime Minister, and the MP for the area, to meet with the villagers, to hear their concerns, and to see how we can alleviate some of the challenges that they're facing until we are complete with this, what has become a major project.
During the visit, Civil Engineer Bob highlighted his assessment of the site and the proposed works which are now to be discussed and decided by the ministry. He further reiterated the sound and good structure of the retaining wall at the site, which has maintained its position despite the slippage.
I spoke with the contractor. I also spoke with a resident who is living in the immediate vicinity of the area. And from what I gleaned from my conversation is that this area was an area that's traditionally been saturated. There seem to have been springs in the area. When the excavation was done for the wall, what would have happened is when they excavated for the foundation, it seems like the water which was saturated in this area found an outlet from the excavation. So as the water flowed out, the soil dropped. The good news is all the movement that has taken place around here has not affected the wall that has been constructed. The wall has stayed where it was constructed, and that's because I was advised that the contractor excavated down to rock, and so the foundation of the wall is on rock. So the wall hasn't moved. So the wall is fine. So the wall can continue to be built where it is. So I would say that side where the wall is, that's more or less been taken care of. The wall is on rock, and they found rock there. The opposite side is where one needs to focus because that's where the water is coming from. So what would need to happen here? Well, first I would recommend that they do some DPLs, some borings, some geotechnical investigation, so that we can determine how deep the rock is, and then a solution would have to be devised for this area, either a wall or a wall with a drain, or a wall with a drain and also a deep French drain to take care of the water. For the wall itself, there's no further assessment needed there because the wall is on rock, and as I said, the wall has proven itself because everything is moving around it and it stayed where it's being constructed. The assessment has to be done on the opposite side, where the water is really coming from. And so once that assessment is done, then the best solution to deal with the water on the opposite side would then be ascertained.
Focus was also placed on the work done thus far by Foray and his team, who have maintained a close collaboration and guide from the Chief Technical Officer Kevin Blash and the team at the Ministry of Infrastructure.
Well, we are doing a lot of mitigation works in that we dredged the swamp on the other side of the road. That was a part of the problem. We had the excavators in there 2 days ago and even yesterday trying to get the water problem solved from the construction site, which we were successful in doing. And now we are preparing ourselves to go back to see if we could cast the other part of the wall, which is a wing wall, so that we can have backfilling materials come in so that we can make the road passable again. I must commend them tremendously because from the get-go, from the day we started, the CTO together with the road officers, the PS, everybody was very instrumental in giving me information, the relevant information that is so needed to have the works pushed ahead. All right, so there is every day we are in communication, right, every single day, and even the consultant here too. I mean, looking at it and speaking with him, he's saying that he's very optimistic that the problem will be solved in a very, very short time.
The Ministry of Infrastructure will continue to collaborate with key technical support and maintain keen supervision of the closure project for a successful civil work outcome for the community. This Sunday, there will be a community engagement hosted by Minister of Infrastructure, Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell and his team to further discuss the plans for the project with the community.
Thank you, Shireen. Beneficiaries of the Beryl Relief Income Support Program, BRISP, are expressing heartfelt gratitude to the government for stepping in during their time of greatest need. BRISP, a joint initiative of the Ministry of Social and Community Development and the United Nations World Food Program, was created to provide financial assistance to individuals who lost their jobs, businesses, and livelihoods as a result of Hurricane Beryl. The 6-month program, which began in November 2024, has supported approximately 800 citizens across several parishes. Two recipients, Sherry Ann Bonnet of Brunswick Carriacou and Lawrence Blair of Petit Martinique, shared their appreciation for the relief provided through the program.
I was so happy. I was very, very happy because I didn't know where the little income coming in, because where I used to work, everything got mashed, roof blown off, everything. I was able to use the money by buy my mom medication, food stuff, get little stuff for the kids, and so on.
I lost my boat, my whole, everything was gone, my fish pot, everything. I made a new start, building a boat. Yeah.
Residents of Carriacou, Petit Martinique, St. John, St. Andrew, St. Patrick, and St. Mark who were affected by Hurricane Beryl were eligible to apply for assistance under the BRISP program. Continuing the news, Minister for Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development, Honorable Joseph Andal, says many opportunities lie ahead for Grenadians from the government's interactions with friendly countries. Minister Andal, who was a guest on the GIS Spice Morning program on Wednesday, said these are also resulting in more scholarship opportunities for those involved in the field of agriculture.
Just recently, for example, the School of Agriculture of the University of Guyana has extended a further 9 scholarships to Grenadian students in the field of agriculture. We have been engaging with countries such as Serbia, which are offering scholarship opportunities to Grenadian students, Republic of Georgia, Brazil, the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, and lots of other areas that traditionally we have not been engaging with. We are going out there seeking and gaining the opportunities for our young people to be skilled, to be trained in a wide range of areas. We continue to promote Grenada's products and to expose them as much as possible to international markets.
This is the GIS News. Stay with us. More when we return.
Who will reign supreme in 2025? Who will take home the titles? Come, let's experience Children's Carnival Frolic on August 2nd, National Queen Pageant on August 7th, Soca and Groovy Monarch on August 8th, Panorama on August 9th, Dimanche Gras on August 10th, Juve and Monday Night Mass on August 11th, Carnival Tuesday and Last Lap August 12th, Spice Mass. It's not just mass, it's the best mass by far. Be there, feel it, live it. Get your online tickets at GoToFed.com and all authorized outlets. Spice Mass, the best mass by far. To meet the growing water demand in the south of the island, NOASA, in collaboration with the Caribbean Development Bank through the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Fund, is implementing the Southern St. George's Water Supply Expansion Project. This project is designed to improve water quality, ensure a consistent supply, and protect our environment for future generations. We are upgrading our water supply system by replacing aging infrastructure, constructing new storage tanks, and installing advanced monitoring equipment. There will be dust, noise, and traffic inconveniences. We appreciate your patience during the construction phase. We believe in the power of community engagement. Your voice matters. Your input is essential. Want to learn more? Get involved. Attend our public meetings. Follow us on NOASA's social media and share your feedback. Reliable, safe drinking water means a healthier, better quality of life for all. Together, we're securing a better water future for Grenada. Join us on this journey. This project is made possible through the collaborative efforts of the Government of Grenada, the Caribbean Development Bank, and the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office of the United Kingdom, with grant funding from the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund.
Welcome back. Japan's new ambassador to Grenada, Dr. Umezawa Akima, has pledged to strengthen the long-standing relationship and cooperation between the two countries. He was at the time presenting his credentials to Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagrenade. Grenada and Japan established diplomatic relations in April 1975 and have since maintained strong and cordial ties.
Let me express His Majesty's best greetings. His Majesty, the Emperor of Japan, instructed me to convey His Majesty's best wishes to Your Excellency. And also, His Majesty instructed me to convey His Majesty's best wishes to maintain and further promote friendship and goodwill between Japan and Grenada. I myself will make my best endeavor to enhance our cordial relation unwavering. And I thank you very much.
Governor General Dame Cecile Lagrenade highlighted the shared challenges of island states like Grenada and Japan, particularly regarding the impacts of climate change. She commended Japan for its strong advocacy and action on climate issues.
Grenada is extremely grateful to Japan for the stance your country has taken in the international climate change debate. Over the years, Japan's support to Grenada has been substantial and unwavering. Following the passage of Hurricane Beryl on July the 1st last year, the Japan International Cooperation Agency based in the Dominican Republic provided humanitarian assistance to the residents of St. Patrick, our northern parish, through the donation of tents, sleeping beds, tarpaulins, and water purifiers. Grenada is highly appreciative of your country's ready assistance to ours in this time of dire need. Japan has also assisted Grenada in areas of risk management as it relates to the challenges posed to our environment by climate change. Most notably is the contribution of items and equipment to tackle the current sargassum issue in Grenada, worth approximately $1.5 million.
Her Excellency also expressed appreciation for Japan's continued support in critical sectors such as fisheries and education.
Another area of support that has been provided by Japan to Grenada over the years has been grant aid assistance from the government in the fisheries sector. Major infrastructural fisheries projects were undertaken by Japan for the construction of modern fish plants in Grenville, St. George's, and Grove, amounting to over 43 million EC dollars. Additionally, through Japan's economic and social programs, equipment valued at $1.5 million has been procured for the Ministry of Fisheries. This is in addition to 16 ice-making machines and 3 freezer trucks worth over $500,000 US dollars provided previously. The fishery sector is a major foreign exchange earner for our country and also provides a vital protein source for our people. We are indeed grateful for your continued contribution in this vital area of our economy. In the area of human resource development, Japan has provided scholarships to citizens of Grenada to pursue postgraduate studies at Japanese universities under the Japanese government scholarship program. We are deeply appreciative of this assistance, particularly as it relates to the development of our people, our country's greatest resource.
Dame Cecile lauded Japan's diverse and dynamic economy, particularly its innovations and expertise in areas such as electronics and automotive technology. She expressed hope for increased collaboration and deeper ties between the two countries during Ambassador's tenure.
Grenada commends your country on the continued success of your diverse and vibrant economy as you continue to forge ahead with numerous innovative undertakings. Your expertise in the automotive sector, robotics, and other electronic technologies, agriculture, and fisheries sectors are models for the entire world. Your Excellency, Grenada will continue to collaborate with Japan on issues of mutual concern as we work towards deepening the relationship between our two governments and peoples. I congratulate you and I look forward to working with you. On my behalf and on behalf of the government and people of Grenada, I extend best wishes to your head of state, His Majesty Emperor Naruhito, and to the government and people of Japan. And I wish you every success as you embark upon your tour of duty.
Continuing the news, teachers across various levels of the education system are wrapping up a 2-week dance workshop aimed at breathing new life into dance education in Grenada. The workshop is a collaborative initiative between the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture and the Ministry of Education. The goal is to reintroduce structured dance into the national school curriculum, not merely as an extracurricular activity, but as a co-curricular subject during regular school hours. Over the course of the workshop, participants have been immersed in a variety of dance styles, including folk, modern, and contemporary. Tahira Viveg, dance officer attached to the Ministry of Creative Economy and Culture, shared the vision behind the initiative.
What we're witnessing there is some of the teachers that started the first phase of the program. And then the second phase of the program would run in September, where some other schools would come on board. So far we have a total of 18 schools sign up to do dance within September, and it's done not as an extracurricular activity, but a co-curricular activity. So it's done during the school hours.
Vivek explained that the long-term goal is to integrate dance at every level of the education system. The program also includes collaboration with local dancers and cultural practitioners.
The program started, when I started the program, we started from preschool. So we have preschool involved, we have primary school, we have secondary school. This workshop is one of many to come. It's giving the teachers the capacity that they need to continue the program, so sustainability and longevity. We have 2 teachers up from Trinidad, Ms. Alison C. Paul and Mr. Dion Baptiste. This is the second week of the program. The first week we had local teachers. We had Mr. Derek Henry teaching the teachers, the Lancers. We had Miss Gloria Payne Banfield. She did some history on folk dances as well as history of ballet, and then she taught the teachers ballet. I did some of the foundation, looking at the elements of dance, and Miss Susan Joan Benjamin also did some of the elements as well as ring game.
Chief Cultural Officer Kelvin Jacobs says reintroducing dance to schools was one of his top priorities upon assuming his role. He expressed satisfaction in seeing the program finally take shape.
From the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture perspective, we were very happy to collaborate with the Ministry of Education this year to hold this workshop for teachers. When I joined the ministry back in August last year, that was one of my focus, to bring dance back into the schools, work along with the Ministry of Education during the summer workshops, and we were going to provide that aspect of the for the workshop. We decided just to focus on dance this year, and specifically we wanted to focus on folk dancing because we have 2 major activities coming up. Well, one this year, the Kamahon Folk Festival, and we wanted the school to participate in that festival. So we figured as much we had to get the teachers prepared so that they can prepare the students. We are going to make this workshop an annual workshop. So we are going to work with the Ministry of Education every year to make this workshop an annual workshop during the summer program for teachers. So we can look forward to it next year again during the summer. We may also have little intimate workshops during the year to make sure the teachers keep brushing up on their skills as well, so that they can continue teaching the students and make dance vibrant in the schools once again.
Jacobs added that the intention is to make the workshop an annual event. 2 of the workshop's dance instructors, Alison Sepal and Dion Baptiste from Trinidad, also shared their thoughts with GIS, expressing their enthusiasm for the program and the teachers' growth.
I'm really very pleased to be back here in Grenada because before COVID, I was often here to do dance festivals and to do workshops. But since COVID, everything seems to have died. I was also instrumental in getting CSEC Theatre Arts to Grenada. I was a examiner for CSEC Theatre Arts. Now, firstly, I hope that what is shared with them is taken back to the schools, because dance is viewed as an extracurricular activity, but it really isn't. It encompasses all the domains, the cognitive, the affective, the psychomotor. And the notion that people have the dance is for after school or it is for Friday afternoon, it's not part of current educational practice.
I'm really excited to be here. This is my second time in Grenada. My involvement is more bringing the male aspect. So I was expecting like some male teachers to be here because we have to teach boys as well to be encouraged to dance, because you know that stigma that boys can't dance. We need to show that boys could dance as well.
What do you hope the participants take away from this session?
Not only the fun part of it, but also especially the technical part of it, because I guess they're here more accustomed to the folk aspect, so we bring in again the Horton aspect in terms of the technique. So we want to adapt that into their folk form so that it'll be more precise.
The workshop concludes on Friday with a closing ceremony where participants will showcase a choreographed dance piece marking the beginning of what is hoped to be a sustained and vibrant return of dance to the nation's schools. Stay with us, we'll have more after the break.
Climate change is significantly altering hurricane behavior. Warmer ocean temperatures, driven by global warming, provide more energy for developing storms, often resulting in increased intensity and frequency of storms and hurricanes, heavier rainfall. Warmer air holds more moisture, leading to heavier downpours and flooding. Some storms are stalling, causing prolonged damage in localized areas. Hurricanes are forming earlier into and outside of the traditional June to November window. Preparedness must be year-round with a multi-hazard focus. Prepared communities are stronger communities, but preparedness begins with you.
A message from the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a step. So the journey of a year begins with but a sec. 1 second is the difference between old and new. The difference between what you have done and what you have to do. 1 second is the difference between who you were and who you are going to be. The difference between a year of expectations and a year of memories. Awaiting you is a year of opportunities and new moves. Just one final second to reflect. And then we must embrace indeed. I reckon 1 second is all we need.
Welcome back. Teachers participating in the dance workshop hosted by the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture in collaboration with the Ministry of Education have expressed deep appreciation for the opportunity. For many of the educators, the workshop not only enhanced their technical skills, but also reignited a passion for dance that they are eager to share with their students. Several participants described the experience as refreshing, empowering, and inspiring. They now feel better equipped and more motivated to incorporate dance into their school environment.
For me, it is good being back, I should say. It has brought back a lot of memories, a lot of feelings. The body is now going back, remembering certain things from before. And for me, it is a great initiative to be bringing it into the schools. I have tried before, and maybe due to time, I stopped for a while, but now I have that renewed energy and I'm willing to bring it back to my school as a start. Dancing is a discipline, I should say. Being into it for all these years, it's a discipline. It helps with your memory. As children, it helps exercise, keeps your body in fit, in shape. As we know now, we have a lot of the diseases coming on. We have the diabetes, we have the high blood pressure, and we see it a lot now in children. So bringing back dance in school, I think it's going to curb some of these diseases, and it should be a fun way for them as well.
I feel great. It makes me feel a bit more re-energized. I have not been dancing for quite a while, but being back here now feels very, very good. It makes me feel alive. And what do I expect to bring back to my institution? There's a lot of things that I would have learned, like a lot of new techniques and so on. Today we learn how to use our body to make different shapes and so on, which for sure I can definitely bring back to my students to help them to become better dancers.
It's a great feeling. This initiative is a very, very good one, and we have fun and very engaging session. Most likely, as a preschool teacher, it's been, it's at a smaller level, a lower level, so whatever, as little as it can be, whatever techniques that we have gotten here, I will incorporate it into my classroom and into the school environment as the only preschool teacher at my institution.
Finally, in this evening's news, Grenadian historian Dr. Angus Martin is welcoming the decision to officially move the observance of Emancipation Day to August 1st, describing it as a long overdue correction to how the nation commemorates the abolition of slavery. Dr. Martin, who has long advocated for the change, says recognizing Emancipation Day on the actual date of the 1st gives the observance greater historical and cultural significance. He believes it also provides an opportunity to deepen national education on the legacy of slavery and the journey to freedom.
Emancipation Day was not always celebrated as Emancipation Day, but there was always a holiday that connected with it. But over the years, there have been more advocacy for a specific type of commemoration, recognizing its importance to Grenada and Grenada's history and Grenadians. So I think over the years, we have seen a greater effort to celebrate Emancipation Day as something that's important to Grenadians, because it's the day that Grenadians achieved that freedom from generational enslavement. So the legislation recognizes that and places the importance. I think now one of the things that we need to work towards is the advocacy now has to move towards education.
Previously, Grenada marked Emancipation Day on the first Monday in August. However, new legislation passed in both houses of Parliament paved the way for the day to be officially observed on August 1st. The move aligns Grenada with several other Caribbean nations that already observe the day on its actual historical anniversary. Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Culture, Senator Quince Britton, explained the rationale behind the legislative change and emphasized the cultural significance.
We recognize the holiday as the first Monday in August, but now we change the legislation where we are going to, from going forward, we are going to celebrate or recognize the 1st of August as a more significant time, given how it used to be, well, back then in 1838 when slavery was abolished. It was on the 1st of August in which it's recognized. So we see it as more important, and this recommendation for the change in the legislation did not just come about like that. It was through the Cultural Foundation and the committee, the Reparations Committee. It was a collaborative effort in which they made the recommendation to government, and there was a lot of consultation and so on. So hence the reason why we see it now as the most important date to be recognized. And of course, as with every holiday, if the day falls on a Sunday, we will recognize the other day as well. So we see it as being more significant, and we would want the entire nation to rally around the celebrations committee.
This year's observance will take place under the theme Remembering Our Past, Reclaiming Our Roots, and Empowering Our Future. Activities will begin on Thursday, July 31st with a National African Wear Day, followed by a watch night, event, and cultural showcases.
We decided to do two things significantly. One is to have what we call a watch night. And we go back into the minds of the slave, what it would be like knowing that the next day on the 1st would be your day of freedom. So we initiate a watch night, and in that occasion, we have decided to invite as many of the religious groups, spiritual organizations. So the Anglican, the Adventist, the Catholic, we want to have choirs, we want to have drama, we want to have dances. And then we also invite IFA. We invite the Baptists, we invite the Rastafarians, and that night, which is the Thursday night, the 31st of July, we are going to bring all of them to celebrate and to ensure that the place is blessed. And at the end, in the last hour, we are going to have a drum circle. And in that drum circle, the whole idea is that we are going to invite our drummers or dancers or singers to have an informal meet and celebrating the fact that this next day would be Emancipation Day or holiday. So that is what one of the things planned. The Thursday is also carried to be a national African wear day. So where we'll be asking the population to come out with your African way. It is a working day to be, clad in your African way, be proud of who you are. There would going to be arts and craft, and the arts and craft and the agricultural industrialization. All these will be taking place from Thursday and again going on until Friday at the bus terminus in Grenville.
On Friday, August 1st, the celebration continues with a traditional breakfast at the Grenville Car Park, marching bands, flambeau, and a vibrant evening of cultural performances.
The marching bands would proceed straight from Grenville onto Sobeys. They would meet the other flambeau marchers, so the people with flambeau, and they would accompany them back to Grenville. And when that is over, they are going to be assembling at the bus terminus, and there we are going to be having the stage performances with bands like Privileged Band. We have Culture Train. We are going to be having people like Turkey and Wizard and Scholar and Enma Payne and Cut Allen. We're going to be having groups like Tivoli Drummers and Lion Pride and Spiceland Dancers. So there is a whole program that we have carried for those two occasions. And interposed with that would always be some aspect of education and awareness as we let people know the significance of the day and some of the historical facts that was actually unearthed by Dr. Angus. So in a nutshell, I might probably leave out one or two things, but that is an idea. That is what we plan to do and for the celebration of Emancipation for this first August the 1st.
Dr. Martin says now that the date has been corrected, it's time to focus on deepening national understanding of what emancipation meant and still means for the Grenadian people. And now for a look at the public forecast valid for tonight until 6 a.m. on Thursday. Weather partly cloudy with light to moderate showers, especially overnight. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tomorrow sunrise 5:50 a.m. This takes us to the end of our GIS news for today. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Chris and Mitchell saying thank you for joining us.